you should try to write down the answers, bache. Everything you are getting ready made this year and still your notebooks are incomplete. So good. Why is the moon called a satellite of the earth? Yes. Where is the answer? Here it is the answer. The moon is called a satellite of earth because it hangs on it. This is the answer number 1. So write down. How would you distinguish between the stars and the planet? How would you distinguish? What is the main difference between the stars and planet? So here it is. The real, yeah, so you will start from here. The real way to distinguish the stars from the planets is to see if they twinkle or not. Stars twinkle and planets do not. That is because the planets only shine because they get the light of our sun. So this is answer number 2. Write it in your own words. Answer number 3. What do the stars do? Why do the stars twinkle? Stars twinkle क्यों करते हैं? Yes. We have to find the answer of why do the stars twinkle. At night you see thousands of stars. Only few of these are called planets and these are really not called stars. You can distinguish from a planet as the planets are really quite tiny compared to the stars, but they look bigger in the sky because they are much nearer to us. Just as moon, which is in reality quite a baby, looks so big because it is quite near to us. It is the only sunshine on the planets or the moon that we see. The real stars are like sun. They shine of themselves because they are very hot. In reality, our sun is also, it only looks bigger as it is near and we can see great ball of fire. So you also try to find the answer of that why do stars shine, and I will also, we will discuss it tomorrow, okay? The third answer. The next one is, how was earth formed? How was earth formed? Now the next question is, how was earth formed? Yes. So we'll find our answer here in this paragraph. According to Jwala Nehru, somehow little bits of sun got loose and they shot up into the air. But they couldn't wholly get rid of the sun. There was some strange force as compared to rope which they kept whirling around the sun. The strange force which I have compared to a rope is makes things fall by their weight. So earth being the biggest thing near us attracts everything we have. So in this way our earth also shot out from the sun. इस तरह जो है हमारी जो अर्थ है फॉर्म हुई थी एंड वी विल फाइंड आवर आंसर इन दिस पैराग्राफ. सो ट्राई टू write it in your own words. Answer number 4. Fifth, how were oceans and sea formed? So according to him, he says that here we will find the answer number 5. When the earth cooled, all the water vapor in the air condensed into the water and it probably came down as a rain. So it must have rained a tremendous lot then. All this water filled the great hollows in the earth and so the great oceans and seas were formed. So here we will find our answer number 5. Unscramble the words given in the box and fill in the blanks. The big water books on the earth are called oceans. The dash is a natural satellite. Moon. The dash is the only planet where life exists. Earth. The dash looks small to us because they are far away from us. Earth is the 5th biggest. Here it will come stars look small and here it will come moon हो गया, planets, earth हो गया, stars हो गया, 1 2 3 4, oceans आ गया, moon आ गया, earth, planet. Language skill. So here we are going to read some sentences. This strange force which I have compared to a rope is something which attracts little things to great. Just as the moon, which is in reality quite a baby, looks so big because it is quite near to us. The colored part of each sentence above is called the relative clause. Now what is relative clause? It's a subordinate clause that describes a person or a thing in the main clause. इससे रिलेशन में होगा, जो मेन क्लॉज के रिलेशन में रहेगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड द सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज और द रिलेटिव क्लॉज. लाइक रिलेटेड क्लॉजेज अबाउट पीपल बिगिन विद द रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस, जैसे कि हु, व्हेन, हुज. These pronouns refer to a person in the main clause. Here are some examples. Is that the waitress who served us? Now if we are talking about some people, the question will begin, the pronoun will this clause will begin with the who, when and whose. So if we are talking about the people, is that waitress? Now waitress is again some human being who served us. So relative clause is who served us. Nobody likes people who are rude. Who are rude means this is the relative clause. My uncle, when I have never met, is coming to whom आना चाहिए, when नहीं यहाँ पे. Whom I have never met. This is wrong. यहाँ whom आएगा. My uncle, whom I have never met, is coming to visit us. जिनको मैं कभी नहीं मिला मीन्स ये हमारा रिलेटिव क्लॉज हो गया. रिलेशन में हुआ ना अंकल के. यहाँ पे ये nobody likes people कैसे वाले, who are rude. Who is that waitress? That who served us. So hands up all those children whose birthday fall in January. So these are the colored part is known as the relative clause. So relative clauses about things or animals begin with which, that and whose. And for people it starts with the who, whom and whose. But if we are talking about things or animals, it will start with which, that, or whose. We can meet at Taj Hotel, which is on the main road. I returned the rocket that Tom had lent me, which is the ancient country whose cricket team is the strongest. So make at least 8 sentences from the table. That is the boy whose parents have died. Whose parents have died, this is the relative clause here. That is the car. That is the car that I bought last year. One sentence. She is not कैट के लिए तो नहीं आएगा. शी तो कैट के लिए तो इट यूज़ होता है, यहाँ पे शी लगाया है. So here we can, he is the boy whose parents have died. This sentence number 2. This may be the school. She is not the girl, आना चाहिए the girl. She is not she is not who stole. Yes. यहाँ से एक बन जाएगा थर्ड वाला. She is not who stole my watch. Third. This may be the cat. Fourth number. This may be the cat which ate bones and flesh. So we can write it somewhere so that it will be very clear to you. You can write it in your somewhere or in the book. Space is given. You can write it there also. It will be more clear if we write it in the sentence form. So, is there any space? No, there is no space, so we can write it here only. Like we will write here. First one. That is the car that is the car which I drove, which I bought last year. Second, she is not the who stole my watch. 3. This may be the cat which drove away the mice. It's mice. Then fourth, He is the boy whose parents have died. Fifth, this may be the school that has 500 students. Sixth, I have made the 5 and rest 3 all of you will make class, and you will write it here somewhere. 5 I have made for you, and the rest 3 you will make it yourself, and we will discuss it tomorrow.